I was accused of theft and fire and disgrace, but no one knew I secretly owned the company. Are you eating at your desk again, Maya? The sharp voice pierced the tense silence of the finance department. Maya Sterling looked up mid-bite into the disapproving glare of Brenda Collins, her supervisor. Brenda stood there with her arms folded like a disapproving statue, eyes scanning the half-finished reports scattered across Maya's desk. The woman's gaze lingered a little too long on Maya's plain gray thrift store dress, one that cost less than what Brenda probably spent on her morning latte. Someone's ought to finish these projections before the meeting, Maya responded calmly, brushing a crumb from her lap and giving the faintest of smiles. She knew Brenda hated when she didn't squirm. Or is it because you can't afford to eat where the rest of us executives do? Brenda smirked, her voice dripping with mock sympathy. Maya didn't blink. If only Brenda knew the truth, that she owned 60% of global financial holdings, she might have choked on her designer scarf. Her name was Maya Sterling, 34. Quiet, modest, the kind of employee people walk past without remembering. But 3 years ago, she had inherited a majority share in global financial holdings after her father, the late Robert Sterling, passed away. Instead of announcing herself, she had taken a junior analyst role to observe the company from the ground up. Only 3 people in the world knew her secret: her attorney, Simone, her personal accountant, Carl, and her younger brother, Ethan. Not even her husband, Adam Collins of Apex Innovations. A clue. Maya. Brenda snapped again, pulling her back into the moment. I need the summary on the Creston Industries acquisition by this afternoon. That report's not due until next week, Maya replied carefully. I need it now, Brenda said, her tone thick with authority. Is that going to be a problem? No, Maya said flatly. What Brenda didn't realize was that Creston Industries was Maya's initiative, and the entire proposal was designed to streamline operations and remove bloated managerial roles, starting with Brenda's. Just then, Maya's phone buzzed. A message from Simone lit the screen. Board wants an emergency meeting. Creston plan is stirring waves. Proceed. Maya paused. Something about the sudden urgency made her uneasy. Wait, she texted back. Let's see what they try next. Adam's voice echoed through the glass office corridor. Tall, clean-cut, and polished, he walked past with the confidence of someone who believed the world bent to his will. They had met at a foundation fundraiser 2 years ago. She had worn a borrowed dress and used an alias. He had been charmed by her humble demeanor. He had proposed within 6 months. To him, marrying someone who worked in the trenches had been a PR dream. To her, it had been the perfect vantage point to observe him. Adam, Brenda called, her voice suddenly sugary. Can we discuss the Creston report? Of course, he said, brushing past Maya without a glance. 2 hours later, Brenda returned smug and triumphant. Maya Sterling, you need to gather your things, she declared loudly, attracting curious glances from nearby desks. Excuse me, you've been accessing restricted files, she said with barely contained glee. There are inconsistencies in your reports. We believe you've leaked sensitive information about Creston Industries. Maya stood up slowly, stunned. That's absurd. We have proof, Brenda said. Security is on its way. Maya was about to respond when Adam appeared beside Brenda, face drawn into a disappointed mask. Maya, he said, voice heavy with performative sorrow. I didn't want it to come to this. You believe this? I can't make exceptions, not even for my wife. Security arrived. As they walked her through the office, whispers rippled around her. You'll never work in the city again, Brenda hissed behind her. Thief. Outside in the cold wind of the parking lot, Maya sat in her old Civic, heart racing. Her phone buzzed again. Simone, want me to tell the board now? Not yet, she replied. 2 more weeks. Let's see how deep the rot goes. For the next 14 days, Maya watched silently from the background as Adam and Brenda unraveled everything she'd spent years building. The Creston Industries project, her brainchild, was twisted and butchered, turning once promising innovation into chaos. Carl called one evening. They've stolen nearly $2 million in consulting fees and the documents they used to pin this on you. Brenda created them. Maya sat in her penthouse, one Adam had never seen, surrounded by files and silence. Simone walked in, arms full. The board is panicking, she said. They know they sabotaged their best project, and Adam filed for divorce today, citing breach of corporate ethics. Maya burst out laughing, the absurdity of it washing over her like waves. Perfect. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. All board members confirmed. That night, she received a message from Adam. I'm sorry it had to end like this. Please don't make this uglier than it has to be. The papers are on the way. She stared at the message, then deleted it. The next morning, Maya arrived at headquarters in a cream Chanel suit. The receptionist, who had watched her escorted out in shame 2 weeks earlier, looked up and froze. Miss Sterling, you can't be here. I have a meeting with the board, Maya said calmly. Security is expecting me. Inside the conference room, Adam sat confidently at the head of the table, Brenda at his side. The moment Maya walked in, Brenda bolted upright. What is she doing here? Sit down, Brenda, Maya said evenly. This concerns you. You don't give me orders, Adam began, his voice laced with authority. Before Adam could respond, Simone entered with a stack of binders. Ladies and gentlemen, Simone began, allow me to introduce the majority shareholder and chairwoman of Global Financial Holdings, MIRA Sterling. Silence. Brenda laughed nervously. She's a junior analyst. She's a liar. No, Brenda, Simone corrected calmly. She's the daughter of Robert Sterling. And for 3 years, she's been monitoring this company's leadership. Adam went pale. But we're married. Yes, Adam, Maya said, her gaze unwavering. I married you to see if you deserved to lead my father's company. You failed. Brenda turned to him, frantic. Don't listen to her. She's setting you up. Maya remained focused. Shall we begin with the evidence of the embezzlement or the forged reports you used to fire me? Adam jumped to his feet. There must be a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding, she asked, flipping open her laptop. You mean these $2 million in fake consulting fees, or the offshore accounts and the payments to Apex Innovations? Brenda grabbed her purse. I have a meeting. Sit down, Brenda, Maya ordered, her voice leaving no room for argument. The police are outside. Uniformed officers entered. Panic erupted. Brenda shrieked, pointing at Adam. This was all his idea. My idea? Adam shouted. You forged the files. As they were led away, Maya turned to the board. For 3 years, I learned this company from the inside. I watched the erosion of integrity, the decay of leadership. Charts lit up the screen, performance, efficiency, financials. The board stared, speechless. Under Adam's leadership, operational efficiency dropped 40%. Innovation halted, costs tripled, contracts were awarded to shell companies run by family members. Simone handed out documents. The Creston Industries project was meant to expose this. Miss Sterling was terminated as retaliation. Adam stood, eyes desperate. We can fix this, Maya. Don't do this. She pulled out another folder. Here is my countersuit, including evidence of fraud, embezzlement, and infidelity. He crumbled into his chair, stunned. Brenda sat pale and trembling. As of now, Maya said, her voice clear and resolute, both of you are terminated. 6 months later, Global Financial Holdings was reborn. The Creston Initiative was implemented properly, and within 2 quarters, efficiency had surged by 70%. Innovation labs buzzed with new hires, and fear was replaced with pride. Adam and Brenda awaited trial, their reputations in shambles. The board had issued public statements affirming zero tolerance for unethical behavior. Maya returned to her old office, this time on the executive floor. She still ate lunch at her desk, still drove the same Civic, and still believed real leadership wasn't about suits or status. It was about doing what was right when no one was watching. Her father had always said, "Power is in the actions, not the title." And now every decision she made echoed that truth. Together, they rebuilt. And this time, they did it right. The company thrived, its foundation solid, built on integrity and genuine leadership, a stark contrast to the deceit and greed that had nearly destroyed it. MIRA, now openly at the helm, led with a quiet strength and unwavering ethical compass, ensuring that the lessons learned from the company's near collapse were never forgotten. The future of global financial holdings, once clouded by corruption, now shone brightly with the promise of honest growth and sustainable success, all thanks to the unassuming junior analyst who was secretly the true leader all along.